As more and more evidence pointed to a geocentric universe, the Big Bang theory was suffering from a severe lack of the same. First, although a flat and homogeneous universe was the desired state for the longevity and stability of the Big Bang universe, the original Big Bang equations actually produced a curved and heterogeneous universe. Additionally, since Einstein's special theory of relativity had limited the speed of light and gravity to 186,000 miles per second, this meant that one side of the Big Bang expansion could not know what the other side was doing, and therefore could not produce a homogeneous universe. This was known as the horizon problem. Modern cosmologists sidestepped these anomalies by claiming the Big Bang began by a gigantic inflation of space, which allowed it to become 10 to the 35th larger in only 10 to the minus 35 seconds. The result was that inflation made a fast-setting mold, as it were, from which the rest of the universe could then expand homogeneously. This allowed Big Bang cosmology to, quite literally, skip over the horizon problem and start the universe from a post-inflation homogeneous position instead of the predicted heterogeneous position.
Although inflation seemed to answer some major problems in Big Bang cosmology, in reality, it exposed the dubious nature of the whole enterprise and created other unsolvable problems. One being the bare fact that no one had provided an explanation from particle physics of how and why such a rapid inflation could or should take place. Hence, to Big Bang critics, inflation was just another ad hoc invention foisted on an already troubled theory.
Another anomaly affected the credibility of both the Big Bang theory and the Newtonian and Einsteinian physics that was supposedly operating it and the rest of the universe. In the late 1970s, it was discovered that spiral galaxies were not rotating according to either Newton's laws of motion or Einstein's theory of gravity in general relativity. In brief, observations revealed that galaxies were rotating 10 times too fast for the amount of matter they contained and thus should have blown apart many eons ago. Rather than question Newton's or Einstein's theories, or even whether these laws applied in deep space the same as they apply on Earth, cosmologists claim galaxies must be surrounded by a halo of unseen and undetectable matter, which they dubbed dark matter. Hence, another ad hoc invention, dark matter, saved both Newtonian and Einsteinian physics from being falsified. Today, modern cosmologists speak about dark matter as if it really exists, but there is absolutely no direct empirical evidence that it does exist. As is usually the case in modern cosmology, dark matter was added to save the status quo. This insidious drama will continue until so many ad hoc patches are foisted upon the theory that it will eventually fall under its own weight. Big Bang cosmology was hit with yet another problem. In 1998, observations of supernova explosions, which are used as time and distance markers in current Big Bang theory, forced cosmologists to conclude that the presumed expansion of the universe was accelerating, becoming faster and faster as each year went by. In order to account for the acceleration, a very large amount of energy is needed to push out the universe at the required rates. The latest estimates determine that about 70% more energy is needed than what we see or detect in the present universe. Incidentally, these new rates of expansion necessarily exceed the speed of light, which new speed all Big Bang cosmologists now accept as valid. This is an ironic contradiction, for in the initial stage of the Big Bang, in which the limited speed of light set by Einstein's special relativity theory created the horizon problem, special relativity is suddenly no problem at the latter stages of the Big Bang when the theory needs the universe to expand way beyond the speed of light. Similar to what was done when dark matter was invented in order to preserve the laws of Newtonian and Einsteinian physics, modern cosmologists claimed, without any empirical evidence, that an unseen and undetectable energy pervaded the universe and was causing the accelerated expansion. It was dubbed dark energy. It is spoken of today by modern cosmologists as if it really exists, but it only exists in their imaginations. All in all, in order to keep the Big Bang model from being falsified, modern cosmologists make the specious claim that the universe is composed of only 5% of the kind of matter and energy we can see and detect, and 25% of matter and 70% of energy that we cannot see or detect. Essentially, modern cosmology has created a ghost universe in which 95% of what they claim exists does not in fact exist. The alternative, as we noted, is a simple geocentric universe. It requires neither inflation, dark matter, dark energy, nor a limited speed for light or gravity. But that option is unthinkable for modern scientists, and thus they continue to walk in the emperor's clothing.